My dear wife, it's that time of the year for us to take stock of our lives and relationship. Our communication has reached rock bottom, at its lowest. Let us try and talk things through. I love you, that is why I am suggesting this.
The last time we tried to do so, we argued and raised our voices at each other. I don't want to go through that stress again.
I think we should consider seeking professional help to conduct a relationship audit.
Fantastic. It's time we address the issues and find a way forward. Let's find a counselor who can guide us through this process.
Welcome, Billy and Sarah. Thanks for joining me via our online counseling session. Let's begin by sharing your concerns and expectations for this relationship audit.
Thanks for having us.
Madam Zuri, we are most grateful for this online counseling session.
You have taken a bold step in the right direction. Only few couples audit their marriage. This helps you love your partner much better and improve your love life because you will know and understand what they like or dislike. It takes away offenses that grow to be bitterness, unhappiness, and physical ailments like blood pressure, etc. This is a healthy discussion for all couples, and it's important. It's the beginning of the year 2024 and the right time to do this audit, with or without the help of a couples guidance expert or marriage counselor. This is a couples conversations and counselor's guidance, so you will be doing most of the talking. However, I suggest that you speak respectfully and truthfully if you want a great relationship henceforth. Let's begin by sharing your concerns and expectations for this relationship audit. I suggest we break it down to the following. Social. This refers to how a couple interacts with each other and the world around them. It encompasses various dimensions of their social life and dynamics, such as friendships. Reflect on the quality and quantity of friendships you both have individually and as a couple. Discuss the impact of these friendships on your relationship and consider ways to nurture and expand your social circle. Family relationships, I mean your in-laws. Evaluate the relationships with your respective families and how they influence your relationship as a couple. Discuss boundaries, expectations, and ways to navigate any challenges related to family dynamics.
I love my in-laws. Although we have no children yet, my in-laws support us totally. There is no problem from this area. My husband, please speak up if you have any problems with my family, so we know how to correct it.
I'm cool with them. There is no problem.
Social activities and hobbies. Explore the activities and hobbies you enjoy together and individually. Discuss how you can create a balance between spending quality time together and pursuing individual interests. Digital and social media impact. Evaluate the impact of digital and social media on your relationship and individual well-being. Discuss guidelines and boundaries for technology use to maintain healthy connections and minimize distractions, especially the use of cell phones and privacy.
I need to talk about my wife's use and abuse of her cell phone. A few times, I came back home from work to smell burning food on the stove, because my wife was on TikTok and giggling. She had totally forgotten about the food on fire. Due to her late-night phone usage, she often stays awake until 2 or 3 a.m., resulting in a lack of time for our morning devotion. Consequently, by the time we should have our quiet time, she is fast asleep. A few times too, I left my keys in the house, and I had to knock on the door for about 30 minutes before she heard me. She had wireless earbuds in her ear and dancing. Can you imagine? My dearest wife is a cell phone addict and has downloaded over 15 apps, and it is having a toll on our life. I hope she listens and tries to reduce the hours she spends on her cell.
It is true, I am a cell phone addict. I will uninstall about 12 of the apps and be conscious of the effect it has on our life.
Thank you for the compromise.
Spirituality. When conducting a relationship audit, the spiritual aspect of a relationship refers to the shared values, beliefs, and practices that contribute to the couple's sense of meaning, purpose, and connection. Shared values and beliefs reflect on the values and beliefs that you and your partner share, both individually and as a couple. Discuss how these values shape your decisions, goals, and overall relationship dynamics. Personal growth and development. Reflect on how your relationship supports and nurtures each other's personal growth and spiritual development. Discuss ways to encourage and facilitate each other's individual journeys. This involves your combined money and the use of it for the household, savings, and individual expenses. Why are you both so silent? Any issues? Sarah, what is the look on your face?
You did not talk about sexual audit.
Do we have a problem with our sex life?
Well, it's an aspect of our life we need to audit. We are now down to once a month, if we are lucky. Initially we were at it like rabbits. What changed? We need to be honest, as she said. We need help in that area.
Ah, okay.
When conducting a relationship audit, the sexual aspect of a relationship refers to the intimate and sexual connection between partners. It involves exploring desires, needs, boundaries, and overall satisfaction. I was hoping that one of you will mention that. I intentionally left it out. It is very important. A lot of marriages and relationships have hit the rocks because of lack of intimacy or excess of it.
Excess intimacy can lead to divorce?
Excess is relative to circumstances and the individuals involved. We are nowhere near average. Why are you thinking of excess? Lack of intimacy and sexual fulfillment can also lead to divorce. Think about that.
Desire and attraction. Reflect on the level of desire and attraction you and your partner feel towards each other. Discuss any changes or fluctuations over time and explore ways to enhance and maintain a healthy level of desire. Communication about sexual needs. Discuss how effectively you communicate your sexual needs and desires to each other. Explore any barriers or challenges that may exist and find strategies to improve communication in this area. Exploration and variety. Discuss your openness to exploring new experiences, fantasies, or sexual activities together. Explore ways to introduce variety and novelty into your sexual relationship to keep it exciting and fulfilling.
Ah, exactly my point. He knows nothing about my sexual needs or preference after 5 years of marriage. He does not encourage me to talk about it. This aspect of our life is really suffering.
How?
You know that? I love the 69th position, but you rarely do it. Always the missionary style. Boring. I love sex talk in bed, but you prefer silence as if it's a chore. Anytime I wear sexy lingerie, he says I'm showing too much skin. Ah, how sad. In our bedroom when we are alone? Who does that? He is not romantic and thinks it's not godly to be romantic to his wife. Oh. I am sexually unfulfilled and unhappy. He knows that I love to be hugged after sex, but he refuses to do that.
I am sorry, I didn't know I make you feel so miserable. I will hug you more often henceforth. I feel so ashamed that this must be discussed in front of the counselor.
Don't be ashamed. I have heard and seen more weird and interesting stuff. This is child's play. This is a great feedback from your wife, Sarah, and that is the weak link in your relationship. It is to be discussed in detail. Sexual satisfaction and pleasure. Reflect on the level of sexual satisfaction and pleasure you and your partner experience. Discuss any concerns or areas for improvement and explore ways to enhance sexual pleasure for both partners.
Wow. Really?
Frequency and timing. Reflect on the frequency and timing of sexual encounters in your relationship. Discuss any discrepancies or dissatisfaction and explore ways to align your sexual desires and schedules. Physical and emotional well-being. Reflect on how this impacts on your sexual relationship. Discuss ways to support each other's well-being, such as maintaining a healthy lifestyle, managing stress, and addressing any physical or emotional challenges that may affect your sexual connection. Finally, remember, discussing sexual topics can be sensitive and personal. It's important to approach these conversations with respect, openness, and a willingness to listen and understand each other's perspectives without judgment. Sarah and Billy, I will send you details of what we discussed here today, so that you can have time to personally go through to improve your lives. Remember, the 3 C's in marriage: constant communication, compromise, and commitment to yourselves and to any project you decide to do as a couple. Remember, these topics are meant to serve as a starting point for your relationship audit. Feel free to adapt and customize them based on your specific circumstances and areas of focus. The goal is to engage in open and honest conversations that lead to a deeper understanding of each other and the relationship as a whole. Relationship audit addresses offenses. In Corinthians 13 verse 5, love does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, does not keep a record of wrongs. Never keep records of wrongs. It leads to canker, bitterness, and unhappiness. Let go of all and enjoy your life, because no man or woman is perfect, but do not accept negativity or abuse of any kind from your bestie, partner, or spouse.
Went for the relationship audit counseling and guidance course.
Wow. You are now so romantic after the sexual audit. Lovely.
Happy wife, happy life.